Hello, thank you very much. Thank you very much. A quick show of hands from everybody here. How many of you guys have done online dating before? Quick show of hands. Okay, good. We're looking at a good crowd. I don't think that I'm cut out for it, you know? Like, I don't know how to respond to the messages in the right way. Like, case in point, I got a message the other day from a guy. He said, "Hey girl, what'd that mouth do?" And like, I am not equipped to respond to a message like that. And I panicked, so I just answered honestly and said, "Bleeds when I floss?" Surprisingly, not the answer he was looking for. I had another guy where after we hooked up, he took his penis, tucked it betwixt his legs, and said, "Hey look, mangina." I didn't even know that Buffalo Bill was a kink, but hey, you know, you live and you learn. I had a different guy who showed me a picture of his bed, and on there were like whips and chains and handcuffs, and like, that wasn't really what was unsettling to me. What was unsettling was he just told me that he lived with so many people, his bed was in the living room. So let me just work through the scenario here. I'm to be hogtied in the living room behind a Walmart shower curtain while your roommate is watching Parks and Recreation? Sign me up. No. It's a joke. My mom's watching that show. Man. I went to get my eyebrows done the other day, and after the lady was done up here, she looked down and she went, "Mustache too?" I'm pretty sure it's called upper lip, but message received, okay. Like, I've heard of people going to the spa and getting happy endings. I've never heard of somebody going and getting a reality check, but that's where I was, I guess. I don't know. I bumped into my neighbor the other day, and he wanted to take me on a tour of his apartment, and so when we walked through it, he was bragging about how all the furniture he found on the street or in dumpsters. And the thing is, this stuff had like blood stains and bullet holes through it. Like, my guy, these are not design choices. This is a crime waiting to be solved. I don't know. I didn't feel well the other day, so I stayed home and I was catching up on like old shows from the 90s from our childhood, right? So like Boy Meets World, Full House, stuff like that. And I realized watching back as an adult that like the situations that they thought we would be in high school were nothing like the situations we were actually in. Case in point, you know they always have that episode that's like, say no to drugs and alcohol. And the drug is like a single cigarette that like 4 bad girls are sharing in a locker room. The bad girls in my high school were taking tampons, dipping them in vodka, and then putting them up their coochies to get drunk. We're in an unlicensed Tito's distillery in the locker room. Or how about the one that really pisses me off, if I can be honest, is the makeover episode, you know? Where like the dorky girl, she takes off her glasses, take that body down, and then suddenly she's prom queen. Like, that is so unrealistic, it really pisses me off. Because let me tell you something right now, my experience is this. All of the popular girls in my high school, they all wore thongs. And I knew, my mom is not gonna let me buy a thong. So I took matters into my own hands, and I took a pair of my Hanes underwear. Wait for it. And I cut the butt out of the back. And I wore that to school. And honestly, it was working out for me for the time I was doing it. The only problem was, as I was sitting at the cafeteria, my friend walked up behind me, and she saw just the tip-tap of that thong poking out of my pants. And she turned to the entire full cafeteria and yelled, "Well, tail!" and then ripped the thong out of my pants. Yeah, I could not wear thongs for 5 years after that. So there's that. That is my time. Thank you all very much.